right here, maybe not on Zoom, but maybe if we can't get this fixed, I'm gonna have to change it. But definitely every single Monday, right here, virtually online, you guys are gonna be able to tap in with me to do live Q&A, get live business training. Okay, let's see what's going on here now. I take authority of. All right, we are live. I'm excited, guys. I hope you guys are excited. For those of you guys who are joining me on Facebook, go ahead and take a moment and share the training, share the broadcast, drop a fire in the chat if you can hear me, see me okay. I'm super excited, guys. For those of you guys who are here on Zoom, somebody say, great morning. I'm working, but I'm here and listening. Awesome, 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 awesome. Listen, Alexa, pause. I wanted to hop on this morning to really, every single Monday, to really kick off the weekly mastermind sessions. I used to do these sessions about 2 years ago. And for whatever reason, I stopped, but excited to have those sessions back. I'm really realizing that a lot of people are looking to really build an online business. They're really looking to take their existing business to the next level. And sometimes they just don't have what it takes to go there. So I want to offer these Monday weekly mastermind sessions as a time for you to drop your questions in the chat so I can answer them. Also, as a time for me to share with you guys some different tools and tips that I use to build my businesses as well. Many of you guys know that I have a mentorship called the Business Bootcamp Academy for entrepreneurs and business owners, where I have a vault, you could say a secret vault, full of trainings that help them build and scale their businesses, add value to their businesses, add strategy to their businesses. But a lot of you guys don't know about the High Level Mastermind program. I have a High Level Mastermind program that's kicking off this year. That's specifically for those who are wanting to scale a six-figure business online as a coach, consultant, expert, speaker, or author. Any type of person who wants to build a community, any type of person who wants to go from a $0 product online to all the way to a $50,000 offer online. I'm going to be releasing that maybe this quarter. Just finishing some stuff up with that, but I'm excited because everything is done, everything is secured, and everything is ready to flow. So on our mastermind sessions, guys, this is a place where to ask your questions. This is a place where if you have something that maybe you're trying to have work in your business and it's not working, and you like, you know what, maybe there's some things that I've been implementing that 100% hasn't been good, right? That's 100% hasn't been good. Maybe there's some things in your business that you may say is outdated. Maybe you're saying, you know what, there's something I'm missing. I absolutely know that there's something that I should to accelerate growth, to accelerate revenue. And I want to show you guys something today that's really powerful, that really blessed me when I started implementing this a couple of years ago. One of the things that I know online is that we can get caught up in a lot of teachings. We can get caught up in like a lot of even a lot of trainings. We can get caught up in a lot of things, and we try to implement everything at once. And that's one thing that will stop business growth. Okay, that's one thing that'll stop business growth. Trying to implement everything at one time, trying to do everything at one time, try to implement 100 different things at one time. That's not how you really grow a business. Now, this year, I'm really focusing on helping businesses scale, not necessarily businesses grow. The Business Bootcamp Academy is for people who wants to either start or grow their business, right? But the High Level Mastermind is for those people who want to actually scale their business. And a lot of people don't teach us the difference, but there really is a difference. There's a difference between building your online business. There's a difference between, or business period. There's a difference between growing your business, and there's a difference between scaling your business. All right. Those are three different things that I want you guys to make sure you write down, because some people will try to implement scale strategies when you're in the building stage. Okay. Some people will try to implement building strategies when you are, or growing strategies when you're in a building stage. Okay. And so how I've been able to build a great sequence in businesses, no matter which one I've done from start to finish, because I followed this model correctly, and because I understood the power of building a business in its proper season. one of the reasons why I see exponential growth, or one of the reasons why you would say I see success, if you want to call it business success, because we are CEOs. Let's just get that. Let's get that clear. Is because I walk through my businesses in their proper seasons. Okay, so make sure you guys write that down. What season is my business in? Okay, am I at a building stage? Maybe your building stage is always going to be the first 0 to 3 years, whether that's a new product, whether that's a new service, whether that's a new brand. Hear me. A lot of times we say we have a business and we launch different products under that business and we just go to the next product, but that's not how you scalably you scalably grow in where we are today. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys something. You really have to have a building, growing, scaling stage even on each product, right? Watch this. Even on each product, if you don't, you will shortcut the success, right? You will shortcut the success of each product, service, and offer that you have in your business because you did not build a proper system behind each one of those to really scale in that particular area. Let me give you an example. If I'm an author, right? For those of you guys who are watching me, and you're authors, right? If I'm an author and I wrote like my books here, right? I got some books here that I've written. If I wrote my books here, all right, most of the time you guys will see that I don't do a book until maybe every 2 or 3 years, okay? Every 2 or 3 years. So I'm a self-published author. Let me tell you why. If I have a brand, I have to introduce, right? Blessings, Prophetess Rashana, God bless you. I have to introduce my product, each product, right? I need to, not only do I need to introduce, let's start with building a wealth builder's mindset. 2020, when COVID happened, most people were focusing on their finances. They were focusing on how to really get out of the whole COVID scare, right? And so me and Cedric came up with building a wealth builder's mindset, a guide to breaking the poverty mentality. But here, this is what we did. We didn't just release the book, okay? We built a whole community. So then we built generational wealth over poverty as an online brand, as an online group, as an online community where every single morning for 2 years straight, we did Wake Up and Build, where we poured value into that community. We built what's called like, know, and trust value into that community, right? And then the next thing, you know, we launched a book in the community, okay? So talk about first building, well, starting the business. We started that brand from scratch. Then in the building stage, we poured value, we poured knowledge, like, know, and trust factor with those who watch, with those who join. Because watch this, you have to realize this: a person in today's world, you cannot expect a person to buy from you the first time they hear you. Now, take it for granted, some people do, especially if you have a low ticket product, especially if it's like $10, $15, where a person don't find value in it, they say, hey, whether it's good or not, boom, it's just $10, $15. But I'm talking to those who eventually are going to start selling higher ticket products. Even if you have a $47 product, let's start right there. Most of the time, you have to be able to properly, number one, have the right messaging behind the product. Because you can have a great product that you wrote, but if you don't properly communicate your message for who the product is for, number one, why you wrote it, number two, who it's for, and number three, what it can do, you will shortcut the success of this product because you did not dedicate to building a system to make sure it grows exponentially. Okay? That's behind the product. So years ago, we talked about just launching a business. And when that business grew, we launched another one. And then we launched another one. You don't have to do that in today's world. In today's world, what you would take to grow and build a 6-7 figure business, you want to take that to build a system and build a 6-7 figure product. I know I'm already, it's the first session. I'm already dropping some fire. Y'all better say something. I'd rather have multiple 6 or 7 figure products than I do one 6 or 7 figure business. I didn't say I had to go 100%, do 100 different things, do 100 different businesses to hit that 6 or 7 figures. I can have one company that I know the proper seasons of it. If I'm in my starting, my growing, or my scaling stage, right? And have the proper tools and strategies, the right mentality to know how to build a scalable business. Okay? Come on, a scalable business. Thank you so much. Right then and there, that tool changed my life. I'm here. I'm telling y'all what I know. It changed my life. It shows you how to not look at your business as a business. You need to look at every product as a business, every webinar as a business, I'm giving y'all some fire gems, every master class as a business. You need to look at every single portion of what you do in the company, in the business, as an entire business. Let me give you an example. So I'm working on some stuff right now. Well, I can give you an example of what I've already done, right? I have what's called a six-figure launch sequence strategy. Guaranteed to take a product or service or offer from $0 product to $100,000 offer, right? But I'm kind of sticking with 40, 50K right now. Here it is. I look at the product as a 6 or 7 figure machine. I don't look at my business as a 6 or 7 figure machine, because if I do, what I'm doing is I'm shortcutting my business. See, we could easily be at 8, 9 figures right now. We could easily be multi-millionaires right now if we had this sense of mindset. But I just learned this a couple of years ago. And so I'm giving myself time to actually build this into every aspect of my business. And I'm going to be honest, when I implemented it last year, and it was the best year ever that my business ever had in revenue. Really, I knew it for a long time, but I was scared to make the shift. A lot of times we are scared to make certain shifts because we're scared that while we're taking time to do the groundwork, sometimes the money is not flowing when you're in the groundwork stage. You try to do the different things to get the cash flowing in when we really should be thinking about the cash cows. Okay, a cash cow day is a day where your business makes more money in a day, in 2 days, in a weekend, than it does in a quarter, than it does in a year. Okay, I've had cash cow days where I made more money than I know people who make in a year, working 60 hours, 40 hours a week, 365 days a year, 52 weeks of the year. I've done it in a day. Okay, all because the proper strategy. Okay, write this down. Write this down. I want you guys to write this down. The proper strategy is what's going to work. It's not the mentor. It's not the mentor. It's not the program. Hear me. You can have the right mentor. You can have the right program. You can be a part of the right community. You can read the right books. It's the right strategy that's going to work. Okay. And I want you guys to write this down as well if we work it. Okay. If we work it. Understand this. Write this down. What got you here, where you are, for every business owner who's watching me today, what got you here, Natalie, is not going to get you there. Okay, y'all hear me, Facebook? What got you here, where you are, is not going to get you there. That their place is the place that you're seeing that can be your reality. And in the middle of here and there is only untapped potential. Watch this. Let me tell you this. This is powerful. The only thing that's separating you from where you are to the next level that you see yourself is untapped potential. It's not necessarily something external that you need to add, Shantavia. It's something on the inside that you need to release. Watch this. When I learned what got me here isn't going to get me there. The mentality, how I saw it, my perspective, how I thought about it, my thinking. Listen, what I heard about it, my hearing. When I realized it was internal mechanisms, people may say, Breona, if I tell you this accomplishment, you may say, how did you do it? I'm not going to do anything else but tell you 100%, 90, 98%. It came from me tapping into untapped potential. Tapping into untapped tap potential lender. So write this down. This is really good. Write this down. This is our first weekly mastermind session. Make sure you drop it in your alarm. Set your calendar. Set your alarms. Mark it in your calendar every Monday morning, 11 a.m. Weekly live mastermind sessions. Okay. Watch this. You have to make sure that you really got a business and you don't have a self-employed job. Okay. You need to make sure that you really have a business and you don't have a self-employed job. See, a self-employed job is another way to describe you owning something, but you're a slave to it as well. Okay, that the money only comes when you're working it. There's really no strategies and stuff in place, no mechanisms, no sequences, no order on the back end. It's just as you feel it bubble up, you just do it. You just launch it. You're just going with it every single day. No, you have to think like a CEO. Write it down. I have one of my trainings in the Business Bootcamp Academy called Think Like a CEO. That's a prerequisite before anybody goes to any of my other trainings, because if you don't first learn how to think like a CEO, you will never know how to properly build and grow and scale your business. You will never properly know what it means to handle conflict resolution. You will really don't know what it means to handle financial integration. You never know what it means to add team integrations. You will never know all these things. That's how CEOs think. And so most people have they have a self-employed job. No, we want to have a business. Okay, we want to have a business. So here's another. If you want characteristics of how you know that you have a self-employed job, how do you know that you're operating on a low level as an entrepreneur or low level as a business owner? You need to get the High Level CEO book. You need to get my High Level CEO book, How to Change the Game in Your Entrepreneur Journey, because this shows you how high level CEOs think, how they maneuver, how they operate, how they set up. Everything. And if it's not this is going operating at the best of your capacity. Now watch this. I was talking to a person Thursday. I had my coaching calls on Wednesday, but we had to move her to Thursday. Talked to a lady on Thursday, and it was great conversation, phenomenal. She's brand new to one of my programs, and so she would share with me, her dreams, her goals, and I was so excited for her. And then I asked her one question. And it was like you can hear the pen drop. She absolutely didn't have anything to say. The question I asked her was, she was telling me how she was so excited that she had, and I asked her, can I share this? She was fine. That she had started her business last year, that she was excited about her photo shoot. She was excited about A, B, C, and D. So I said, well, how much revenue has your business gross, number one, in the last 3 months? And I said, how much have you grossed as the CEO? Okay. It was so quiet. She was laughing. I was like, yeah, how much? She was like, honestly, I've only sold like 3 things. And immediately I became the coach that she needed me to be. Well, we're not celebrating that because that's not success. Come on, if that's not success. We can't, CEOs, we don't get hyped off of the excitement of it potentially working. We get hyped when it's working. Listen to me. It's not enough to say we're entrepreneurs and business owners and we're not making no business, we're not making no money. Our businesses are not revenuing, they're not successful. It just sounds good to say that we got this thing, but let's just be honest. That's how thinking like a CEO is. Is it profitable? Is it sellable? Is it scalable? No, that we don't need to celebrate anything right now. Right now we need to get out the hole. So one of my goals for working with a lot of coaches this year, coaches, speakers, experts, authors, those who bring value to the next person, is because I'm going to show them how easy it is to know that a person is paying for the value that you have, how to become findable. How to become findable. Some of us want to become sellable before we first become findable. You need to become findable where people need to be seeking after you because they know the goods that you carry in that particular industry. And you don't show people or let them get the like, know, and trust factor that you are the one. That you are the one. There's nobody else. I need to work with this one. I need to learn from this one. I need to read about this one. I need to join this one. It's because you haven't shown that your level of value that you are an expert in means nothing to the world. So that first 0 to 6 months, that's what you got to pioneer. That's what you got to pioneer. If there's no sales, if there's no revenue growth, it's not because the business is wrong. It's not because it's oversaturated in the industry. It's never oversaturation when God calls you to it. It's never that. What it is did you walk through the proper seasons of building a business? Did you do everything that you need to do in the starting phase? Did you do everything that you need to do in the growing phase? And for those of you guys who are looking to scale, I say you can't really scale a business until you're making at least 50 to 100,000 in the business. Then you're ready to scale because you've made to 100,000 in your business. Now you need to talk about scaling strategies, because now if you make 50 to 100,000, it proves that you have a product or service that the marketplace needs. But you're gonna find out when you're scaling how to do times 10 with less work, how to make more revenue doing less things. See, that's where we are. And I tell people, follow the money. A lot of people want to stay in industries and things in boxes where it's hard to make money. But I'm telling you, if you follow the money where the industry is going, especially online, you're gonna find out that it's easier to make a lot of money in a little bit of time than it is to make a lot of money in a lot of time. You'll find it out. Trust me, you'll find it out. When you tap into this place that I'm talking about, you are going to find that out. Okay? So listen, I completely was honest with her. We don't need to celebrate nothing. We don't need to celebrate nothing. We need to get to work because there's something that's missing. Now, hence this. Some people are not 100% all into their business. And so I don't care what you tell them to do, how you tell them what to do, because they're treating it like a part-time hobby. They're always going to get part-time results. Always going to get part-time results. You can't treat your business. You can't treat your business part-time, especially for those of you who are full-time entrepreneurs. Okay? Especially those of you who are full-time entrepreneurs. You got to see it. How are you seeing it? How are you viewing it? Do you wake up every morning? Do you check in? Are you excited? Are you putting 100% behind it? Or you just still up on the hype that you got it, that you just got it? No, we want to build scalable businesses, sellable businesses, and successful businesses. Come on. So what got you here, right? Y'all with me, Facebook, Zoom? And we're going to do Q&A. What got you here is not going to get you there. Okay? What got you here is not going to get you there. Okay? The actions, the thinking, the habits is not going to get you to your next figure. Okay? Breona, it's not about the money. Let's be honest. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Nobody watching me right now will have a business. Nobody watching me right now will have a business if it was going to be for free. It will be a nonprofit organization. Come on. That's one thing we have to break as high-level CEOs. You got to stop being afraid to say you are in business and make money. No business. You cannot go to Walmart and think Walmart is going to let you walk out Walmart with your stuff without paying for it. Come on. You can't go to the mall and think that you're going to go in the mall and get whatever you want, and the mall owner is going to say, the owner of Gucci is going to say, hey, we're not in business to make money. Get what you want. No. That's one sacred cow as the CEO you got to break. That's why this year I'm working with a lot of mindsets. mindsets, then skill sets. Because I've seen people that I've taught the skill set of money, the right strategy, the right framework, the right plan of action, and it's still where it's at because they don't have the right mindset to match. Your mindset has to match the strategies you're putting in place to get the results that you want to see. Come on. So I don't know who this is for this morning on our first weekly mastermind session, but I'm telling you, tap into those. There's some habits, there's some actions, there's some things you're doing. Some of us are not all the way locked in. Some of us don't have the right perspective. I'm telling you, it is holding you back. It's keeping you in a box and it's limiting you. Another thing some of you guys don't have, you don't have mentorship. And I ain't selling nothing today. You don't have mentorship. I just want to tell you this, how powerful this is. When I didn't have mentorship, when I didn't have the right mentorship, I couldn't see the bigger picture. I could only see from my eye perspectives. Like I only could see as far as my eyes would let me see. I was capped at my own potential. I'm telling you, when you don't have the right mentorship, how do you know? How can you identify when you're stuck? How can you identify when your business is stuck? I asked somebody this before. I say, why haven't you made any money yet? Any sales? They was naming all type of stuff. I said, no, that's not why you ain't made it yet. That's not why you haven't made it yet. Oh, people not buying. Oh, people not spending money. People not spending money like they supposed to. Oh, you guys know what? I'm on the wrong Zoom. I gotta go. I logged into the wrong Zoom. That's why I couldn't go live on my Facebook. Okay, listen. It's this, it's that. Well, it's just a lot. No, all these things are excuses. It's excuses. Because when you have that right mentality, and when you get to that place of a high-level CEO, the only thing that's stopping you is you. It ain't nobody else. You can't say nothing about nobody else. Listen to me. When you get to this place, this is called high-level entrepreneurship. When you get to this place right here, if I had a goal to make $1 million this month, it will be no excuse why I couldn't make it, except I didn't prepare myself, except I didn't set things in place, except I didn't do what I was supposed to do. It will be nothing else. It will be no other reason. It will be no other reason but me, because I'm the CEO. Come on, I'm the CEO. And so I want you guys to do this for me today, for this week. I want you guys to write down the things that you know for a fact that you should have accomplished, but you haven't. Okay? Let's get real honest with ourselves. I want you guys to write it down, and don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to write it down. Let me go back to this because it's so important. I was lacking mentorship. When I really got focused on mentorship, when I came off my job, I left a $80,000 per year job, okay, at corporate America. When I left there, and I left there to sell a $10 bag of tea. I was selling IHO tea. I left a corporate Fortune 500 company to sell a $10 pack of tea, where I absolutely didn't know if I would make $10 that day. Watch this. But because I had mentorship in that particular arena, she had built such a vision in me that I can accomplish it. Oh, y'all better hear me. She had built she had shifted my whole perspective, shifted my whole vision, and showed me something completely different from me being stuck and tired and sick and tired of where I was. My whole thing was I was just tired of sitting at the desk all day and I wanted out. She knew as a coach, as a mentor, how to create a vision to show me how I look in that place. That's what I do for my mentees and my clients. You got to have a person that will show you and create a picture for you to show you what the successful you will look like, will feel like. Listen to me. I'm telling y'all what I know. You can't just have a vision board. Baby, you got to have a dream life. You got to know what it means to dream. What does it look like when I'm at my highest self, when I'm at my happiest self? What does it look like when I'm at my wealthiest self? What does it look like when every single day when I can wake up and I got my time freedom? I can do this with my children. I can do that with my spouse. You got to know what that looks like. Create a vision of that. Create a dream of that so you can know, because one of the things that's stopping your success is because the things you're looking at every single day is a life you don't want. It's a life you don't want. And because you keep looking every day at a life you don't want, you can't get over the hurdle to the life you want to have. All right, let's do Q&A. Drop your questions in the chat. Matter of fact, if you want to unmute, guys, we got about 5 minutes left. I want to give you a chance to unmute. I want to answer any questions you have. Facebook, I know you guys are going to have to probably drop your comments drop your questions in the comments if you have any questions concerning your business growth, anything mindset, anything dealing with that. I want to answer that. Anybody have any questions today? All right. Anybody have any questions? Listen, no question is too small. Okay, no question is too small. I guarantee you, everybody else probably got the same question you got. Okay, how do you narrow down and focus on one thing? That's such a good question, Natalie. That is such a good question. Let me tell you this. I was struggling years ago because I was doing multiple things. I was struggling years ago because I was doing multiple things.
So we can't hear you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I was struggling for years because I was trying to do multiple things at one time. It was not until I narrowed down on the one thing that I would love to do, which is what I would say, I call it my passion work. When you say narrow down and focus on one thing, it has to be something that you don't consider work. It has to be something that in the beginning that you consider passion, that you want to wake up and you be excited to wake up and hop out the bed every single day to do it. You know, that's that one thing. How I narrow in myself is what would I want to wake up every single morning excited to do. I love training entrepreneurs. I love teaching people how to grow their business, scale their business, reset their mind. That's something that I love to do. I love teaching people about the power of turning credit into wealth. Those are things I love to do. And so what I started doing was finding out to narrow down on one thing. I realized that just because I'm narrowing down one thing, that doesn't mean I can't never do the other things. But I need to give the one thing that I pick the most time. What's going to bring me the biggest revenue? What's going to help me serve the world the most, add more value to as many people as I can, and what's going to make me happy and passionate about it every single day. Okay? Awesome. Anybody else? Look, my son's such an entrepreneur. Hey, Mom, we should make Valentine's Day hoodies for a limited time offer. Look, babe, with white with pink and blue and hearts. Okay, let me say, okay, son, I'll make them for you. My son is such an entrepreneur. Okay, yes, ma'am. Go ahead, Miss Second Win by Carolyn.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
I am well. How are you?
I'm doing good. I remember a few years back, you really talked a lot about how you really went hard to change your mindset and also the mindset of your family. And I remember you talking about some of the things that you did, like playing a lot of motivational speeches or the music and things like that. Can you kind of give us a little bit more about some of those key foundational things that you did when you really knew that you had to really shift your mindset and become that high level CEO?
Absolutely. That's a great question as well. I'm going to tell you, one of the things that I realized was that my life will only be as far as my mindset will allow me to go, right? My life will only be as far, even with God on my side. Even as the Bible says, his ways are higher than our ways, his thoughts are higher than our thoughts, but it also says he knows the plans that he has for us. I realize that sometimes our mindsets are even against the plans of God that he has for us. And so what I made it out, my decision to do was I realized, who do I have to become? Not necessarily what I need to do. Who do I need to become? When I realized who I need to become, everything started adapting around that, from the books to the coaching, to the mentorships, to the audios, to everything. I just went into a place, Carol, where I realized I was honest with myself that there were things that I know could not go to the next level with me. There are things that could not go to the next level with me. There are things that I had to completely change my mind around, and I mean completely renew it And I renewed my language. I renewed everything I had to say. And those guys, I logged into the wrong Zoom, so I super apologize. So it's about to end about 1 minute and 50 seconds. Y'all hop on Facebook if it jumps off. But I had to, and sometimes it takes about a year. Really, it depends, especially in the industry. If I know I was going to be an entrepreneur, this is really good. Let me tell you, if you know you're going to be an entrepreneur, there are mentalities that you have to break, especially if you were an employee for all your life. There are mentalities, there are skill sets, there are things that cannot go into this world of entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship make people and it also break people, because some people step in and because they don't have the proper skill set, the proper mindset, the proper tool set, everything they need to live in this place of entrepreneurship, because it's a whole nother world. It either drains them dry, makes them feel depressed, or it propels them. It becomes their life. Like if I had just came in with the wrong mindset, it wouldn't have been the right life. I wouldn't. It wouldn't be this. I had to properly prepare myself first. How do you convert the free information into paid customers? That's so great, Sophia. What you want to do, and I think it's about the end, so I'm gonna answer this, and I'm gonna also answer it on Facebook. So hop on my Facebook page if it cuts off. Afraid to give away your best stuff away for free. Like how I'm on here with y'all, it's like my best stuff away. This right here can change somebody's life. This can change somebody's life. You can't be afraid to give away your best stuff away for free. Your best stuff away for free is the what. It's the why, but it's not the how. Okay? When you sell the how do I do it? How do I implement it? How do I strategize it? How do I build it? But you give away the what and the why for free. Okay? Most of everybody who's watching me right now, guess what? If you try to go and implement it, my meeting just ended. If you try to go and implement it yourself, guess what's gonna happen? Guess what's gonna happen? It's gonna work for you, but you may have a hard time, especially if it's new to you, right? Because I just gave you so much of the what. I just gave you so much of the why. But the how is a whole different strategy. It's a whole different model. How to implement these things, how to do what I'm telling you to do, how to process it every single day, how to implement that 6+ figure launch strategy to go from a zero product to $100,000 product, offer the mindset, the mentality, the transformation. You got to have a person to help you walk through those things. Hear me. And so I hope that answered your question, Sophia. Thank you so much. This is so good. Thank you so much. God bless you. Greetings from Pakistan. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, in your mentorship program, do you show us business structure, system, etc.? I'm trying to understand what and who I need. Absolutely. So, in the Business Bootcamp Academy, we have a lot of different trainings, over 75 hours of not only mindset transformation, but also skill set, tool set, which means scaling system strategies, how to implement funnels, the importance of doing master classes and webinars and building online products, how to take one book and turn it into a 6-figure income, just so many things. So many things. But also in the mentorship, I offer one-on-one coaching every month. So when you go into my programs and you learn, when we hop on one-on-one, that's the time that we need to implement. Okay, because it's not just do it yourself. I actually hop on one-on-one calls to help you implement what you learn. I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of people join my programs and pay a lot of money and don't learn nothing. So when we get on the call, it's like static. But they ain't learned nothing. Like it's like they don't have anything to implement because they're not mentally prepared. They haven't done the mind work. And so one of the things I like to do is I like to be honest with people and let them know up front. I only speak to my mentor maybe 3, 4, maybe once, twice a year. And I guarantee you I don't hop on a call not prepared. I don't hop on calls not prepared. I don't get back in front of them and have not done what I should have done the last 6 months, the last 30 days. I put nothing before, what my mentor is encouraging me or telling me to do, because they see a vision of me higher than the vision that I see for myself. And so that's why I'm telling y'all, most of the time when people are, against coaching, when they're against mentorship, it's the best thing that saved my life. Without it, I feel drained. I tell Cedric all the time, I can tell when I need to be in a room with other entrepreneurs. I can tell it does something to me. The energy is contagious. I need to be around other high-level thinking people. I need to be around other multi-millionaires. I need to pick up the phone and call one. Like I was just talking to one of my mentors last night through text. She's going to be in Orlando next Saturday. She was like, I want to see you in the building. I'm in the building. you know, only because that environment shifted. We don't realize, y'all, watch this. We don't realize how powerful environments are. We don't realize how powerful certain conversations are. You are one conversation away. You are one conversation away from a brand new life. Most people don't know this. I was a high school dropout. I dropped out of high school at 15 years old. I had my son Stanley at 15 years old. I literally I dropped out in 10th grade, but I have a 9th grade education because 10th grade year, I really didn't go to school because I was pregnant. So, and I had my son. So I really wasn't caring about the year. Most people, when they see me and meet me, they think I have degrees. I mean, here. No, mentorship. No, personal development. No, training. That's all I dedicate myself to, because you turn into what you tune into. If I tune into it, I'm gonna turn into it. If I tune into it enough of the right words in my atmosphere, I'm gonna turn into it. My atmosphere is gonna shift. Listen to me. If I tune into the right conversations about my business, my business is gonna shift. Hear me. Why y'all think I'm on with y'all? I could be doing anything else. I got up this morning. I rushed to the gym. I had a coaching call with one of my my Elevate mentees, right? And I hopped on with y'all because I was told to. Mentorship. Breona, you are a mastermind. Are you not on every single week for free, helping people get the level of mentality that you have, showing them the different strategies that you implement? Why I don't see you on? Why I'm seeing all these people on who really don't even know what they're talking about, and you not on, and you got the goods. It's like, wow, you're so right. It's like, you're so right. Breona, you built all these type of entrepreneurs, business owners. You know so much. Why are you not on? I was like, you're so right. Let me have mentorship. So I want to encourage each and every one of you guys today, as we wrap up this powerful weekly mastermind session, to don't sleep on your dreams and goals this year. Don't sleep on your dreams and goals this year. Okay, if you're just coming in, I want you to go ahead and go back and catch the replay from the beginning, because there was definitely some gems dropped. And I want you to put yourself where you see yourself. I want you to put yourself where you see yourself. I want you to know. Somebody say, yes, do you have how can I sign up? Absolutely. DM me. I'll send you the link. All of my mentorship programs, they're financing available. It doesn't matter your credit. It doesn't matter your income. They're financing available for all of my coaching programs. Okay. I even have a lifetime coaching program. Some people have signed up for my lifetime mentorship where they have me for life. They got me for life. You know what I'm saying? As long as you're able to make the small monthly affordable payments. My goal is to make sure if you're an entrepreneur and business owner, that your business is making at least 3 times or more than what you have to pay for mentorship. That should be the goal. When I sign up for mentorship programs, y'all, and my income is not, I don't never sign up where my income can meet right now. I never do. I sign up where I know I can't meet right now, because my whole vision is to sign up, jump in, do the mind work, do the skill work to get my income where it meets. See, sometimes we have it backwards. We register and sign up for stuff that we can afford. I sign up for things I can't afford, because that's going to be my push to make sure that I can't afford it. Right. So I definitely want you guys in. It is so time to elevate. This can absolutely be one of the best years of your life if you position yourself, if you position your mindset, and if you really see yourself bigger than where you are right now. And I'm telling you, some people can't do it. You can't really see. You got what I call fog vision. I talk about it in the mentorship, where whenever when the vision is clear, the mechanisms will appear. If the vision is not clear, the reason why the mechanisms are not appearing, because the vision ain't clear. So you got to get that vision clear first, and then you press the gas and you be about your business. Amen. I love y'all so much. I'm telling y'all, this is not the time to play games. Find something that you're really good at today. I want you guys to find something that you're really good at today. Find something that you say, you know what, this is what I want to do. This is what my business is going to be. And ask yourself, what season am I in? Am I in the building stages? I'm sorry, the starting stages? Am I at the growing stages? Or I'm at the scaling stages? All right. I'll see y'all next Monday for another live mastermind session.